Every little girl grows up dreaming about her happy ever after, but most of us don't have fairy tale scriptwriters making sure we get it. That's where the Happy Ever After show comes in. If you have been waiting for a fairy godmother to wave her magic wand and release your frustrations, create the prosperity you want, and live a life you love, then listen closely. It's time to learn how to make your own wishes come true with your host, Cassie Parks.
Hello and welcome to this episode of the Happy Ever After Show. I am so glad that you decided to spend the next 20-30 minutes with me. I'm excited about our topic today, but first, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. First of all, if you've been following my move to the Four Seasons, I am in and settled and I love it. It is better than I even imagined, which is the way things happen usually, right? We think they're going to be good and they turn out to be awesome. And I am loving everything about it. And I'm loving the fact that I said yes. I just did this interview for another podcast, which you should check out. And it's, I believe it's called Say Yes. And it's all about what did you say yes to that changed your life? And saying yes to the Four Seasons definitely changed my life and my business. I'm a different person in business and revenue increased. I will tell you guys that. Revenue increased as soon as I said yes to the Four Seasons to meet the price tag of the Four Seasons. You know, my revenue is right up there. It literally jumped to meet that because I said yes and I became the person who lives at the Four Seasons and who has a business that supports that. So as we go through the week, I just want to encourage you to ask yourself, what can you say yes to that's going to be huge and have a huge impact for you in your business and your life? One of the things that you might want to say yes to is enchanted messages. And I can't remember if I've mentioned these on the podcast or not before, but these are little messages that come from a very enchanted place and they will reach you at just the perfect moment. And I keep hearing from people. Just today I heard from someone and she was like, there was magic in that message. I got, this house that I wanted and she shared how there was no way she could afford it, but, she got it. The person lowered the price just for her. And she was like, it's because I got this magic message in the mail. And so enchanted messages have a picture for your vision board on the front. They have that you can use if it feels good on your vision board. They have a mantra on the front that you can cut off and put up somewhere. And then they also have an enchanted message on the back, which will, again, find you at just the perfect time. So I would love if you signed up for that because I would love to send that to you and share that with you. And you can do that by going to enchantedmessagesbymail.com. That's enchantedmessagesbymail.com. All right, so let's talk about what I want to talk about today, which is the topic that has been near and dear to my heart over this week. And we might have talked about this before, but it's so important to me, and it just has become more and more important. And that is the importance of hiring a mentor. So let's talk about why do you want to hire a mentor? If you're in business, the reason you want to hire a mentor is because you want to get where you're going quicker and easier. That's always the key. So when you're hiring anyone, I think that's the key for me. If I'm hiring a coach, I'm hiring a mentor, whatever I'm doing, it's so that I can get to the place I want to quicker and easier than I could on my own. And the way to know whether you should hire someone is like, have they been there? And do you believe they can help you shortcut the path and get you there quicker? And the visual that just popped into my head, I don't know if you've ever played Candyland, but I have a lot of little people in my life. So I've played significant amount of Candyland as a child and as an adult. And Candyland, you can go the different spaces. And then sometimes you can get the magic fairy princess card, which takes you almost to the top. It takes you 6 or 10 spaces away from winning in 1 second, just one turn. And you don't have to go through all the whole road. And that's really what a mentor should do. They don't do it for you. You still have to take the steps to win the game and still go through that process. But a mentor should be able to help you get there quicker and easier. And why is that important? It's important for a lot of reasons, especially as an entrepreneur. One of the reasons is so that you don't give up. This can be a rough space. Owning your business is awesome. And being an entrepreneur is awesome. But some days are rougher than others. And sometimes it can be frustrating when you don't feel like you're getting traction, or you're not getting where you want to go, or you feel like everything you do is a dead end. And so hiring a mentor, number one, is so that you don't quit and you stay true to your passion and to your dream and to your gift that you have to give the world. Because a mentor can help you stay on that. On those days that are rough, they can encourage you, but they can also help you shortcut those paths. Like, I cannot tell you how many times my mentor has helped shortcut the path to my success. And that I know that I've gotten somewhere faster for a couple different reasons. Number one, because she's ahead of me and she knows these things. So even simple tricks sometimes it's the simplest thing, like how to set something up, or the fact that there is a system that sets something up so I don't go look for it, right? She just gives me the answer. Awesome. That's not, half a day of research I don't have to do, and I just go for it. So in that way, it saves time. And in the way that, just keeping on track. So we're human, and I was talking to a client about this earlier today, someone who's signed up for the workshop, and I said, we can't see our own forest for our own trees. Like, it's just hard. It's hard to see what's in front of you because it's always in front of you. But with a mentor, they're looking, they know where your vision is, they know where you are, they know where you want to go. And having that person to help you stay on track is so important. I talk about getting clarity in your vision all the time, and that's super important, and that will lead you along the way. But it's also helpful to have someone else who knows that vision, who knows where you're going, so that they can see, hey, like, you're taking a couple steps out of bounds right there. That's far. And, I was thinking about this because there's an opportunity that has come up that I don't know all the details, and I'm actually not, at liberty at this point to give the details, but it's something that could be really big for my business. It's something that is an opportunity and something that I wanted, 5 years ago. Oh my God, this was the dream I wanted, right? And when the announcement came out that this is a possibility, and just sort of the beginning stages of figuring out, this came out yesterday. And like the first thought, and one of the other people in my mentorship group, she did the same thing. She's like, we asked our mentor what we thought, which was what my first reaction was like, well, I want to hear, what do you see are the pros and cons? And not because I can't decide them for myself, not because I can't come up from my own list, but I want to know what I'm missing. I want to know what I'm not seeing, what I'm not thinking about, what the person from the outside whose interest is getting me to my goal feels like. Because I have chased a lot of things that felt really good in the moment in the business, at the time. And I have spent hours and days and sometimes months off track following those things that felt really good, but were actually taking me further from my actual dream. They weren't supporting that dream. They weren't doing anything. And it's taken about a year and 3 months. Actually, it is less. But to get to the point where I know, like, I stop and I don't go after what sounds really cool, because I'm so rooted in my vision and what I want that I know that doesn't necessarily, certain things don't matter. I want my vision and my goal and the business and the life that I'm creating over anything else. So over any really cool opportunity, over anything that, might sound really fun, like, I want my vision and my dream over that. I'm willing to give up something that might just be cool to get what I really want. And that's a kind of discipline that will get you as an entrepreneur really far. But it takes practice. And I think it takes having someone else who knows your vision and who sees your vision and who can help you get the clarity on that, this is taking you off the path. Why are you doing this? Asking the question, why are you doing this? Oh, because it seemed fun and it felt like this. And often those things, for me, in my experience, are distractions. And I look back at how many times I got distracted because back then I didn't have a clear vision. And because I didn't have a clear vision, I didn't have a mentor. But now that I have a clear vision and I have a mentor, everything is so easy to step back and go, does this take me closer or further away from my vision? And I don't care how cool of an experience it is, I'm not willing to get off the path. I've said no to people this year that would have been really fun to work with and combine workshops and really cool opportunities, of things that I only dreamed about years ago, but I've said no to them this year because my vision and my business and the life I'm creating and how I'm supporting my people is much more important than those things. And one of the ways that I've gotten really good at staying clear and true to my vision is with a mentor, is by having someone to check in and go, does this make sense? Is this not? And this is coming up too, because on the very day I'm checking in with my mentor, someone in my mentorship group is like checking in with me. She's like, hey, this is what happened. I think this, but help me get a check on it, right? I'm not sure. Let's help me evaluate it. And it just occurred to me how important it was. And just thinking about this new opportunity, which is really cool. And again, something I'd always wanted. But it's really, in some ways, if it doesn't support my business, it's just about supporting my ego. And I don't need that anymore because I have a vision and that is so important. And I'd rather stay true to that than, anything else. So, and I started thinking about my mentor and about checking in. And then I just started thinking about how important it's been and how I wouldn't be living right now at the Four Seasons if I hadn't hired my mentor. Because so much happened because I stayed on the path. I probably would have gotten to the Four Seasons, but I would have gotten there in 2 to 5 years. And the thing about that is that my life is likely going to look a lot different in 2 to 5 years. So maybe the Four Seasons wouldn't be something I wanted. Maybe I would have just hung out in my old apartment for the next 5 years until something else changed, right? And I might have missed out on this opportunity. And that would be really sad because, man, do I love the experience of living there. But I just know that without a mentor, I would have been off track. I know I can look back, I can literally look at the calendar and go, oh, I had this idea on this date. That would have taken me 6 weeks off track. I had this idea that would have taken me this. I wanted to do this, but we reevaluated. That would have taken me a month off, right? And what I know right now is I'm adding that up. And that's in terms of how much fun I'm having in my business. That would have put off how much fun I'm having. That would have put off the experience of the Four Seasons. And monetarily, it would have put off a lot of money. Hiring a mentor it's made me so much money. And every month that goes on, there's more money because there was a mentor a year ago, because I've had my mentor for 15 months. And so I just want to encourage you to think about that and to think about if you're serious about your business and you're serious about your vision and what you want for your life, do you want it to be quick and easy or do you want to go through the struggle for 5 or 10 years? Because both are options. And they're both legit. You could do either one. I totally believe, there's a possibility I would have got to the Four Seasons or I would have got somewhere else. But I know it would be 2 to 5 years from now. It wouldn't be in this moment if I didn't have a mentor. And so I posted something on Facebook about, just thanking my mentor and sort of this whole thing that just the opportunity yesterday spawned and how quickly I was I wasn't oh my God, I want this. I was oh my God, does this make sense for my business? And let me check into that. This is really cool, but let me check. Does this make sense for my business? Or is this going to take me closer or further away? Because if it's further away, I don't care how cool it is. And I know I've said that, but that's the process I was thinking about. And I posted that on Facebook, just thanking my mentor. And her comment was, and just think of the people that you've helped that wouldn't have been helped. And that was what got me. I say this and I mean it. Sometimes I just forget it's true for me too, is that there are people waiting for you to come true. There are people who are waiting for you to come true in your life, in your dreams, in your business, so that you can help them with that magical thing that you do. And there is a group of people that if I had put off coming true in this place and I hadn't hired a mentor, they wouldn't be getting helped right now. And just I've watched their lives grow. And you heard from Amanda last week. So huge, so big. I really hope that you listened to that interview. But I think about where she was. And I think about where she is now. And there's, more stories like her in my mentorship group and people that I worked with in the workshop that are so much further along because I came true, because I believed in my dream, because I wanted my dream enough to invest in someone to help me get there. And truly, I think that's the biggest gift you can ever give yourself. I didn't have a chance to, there was an article that was just on Facebook about somebody who'd worked with a couple billionaires. And a friend of mine, I didn't have time to read the whole article, like I said, but she posted, something about, she posted the highlights. It was like, take risks, surround yourself with good people, and invest in yourself. And that's what a mentor is. It's really investing in yourself and your dream. And and whoever that is, just make sure that they can get you to your dream quicker and easier than you can alone. Because it's worth it. If you save a year getting to where you want, that's a year of income extra over your lifetime because you hired somebody and they got you there. And a good mentor isn't probably going to be inexpensive because they're an investment. They're an investment in you. And you're worthy of that. You're worthy of the dream that you have, and you're worthy of investing in yourself to get to that dream. And those people that are waiting on you to help them because they're waiting on you to find them and you need help finding them and building the right business, those people are worth it too. So I just want to encourage you to hire a mentor. And so that might be a mentor that helps you specifically with business. If you don't feel like you're clear and you've hired a bunch of people, you've hired a marketing person or a branding person in this, but you still don't feel like you're getting anywhere in business, it might be somebody like me who works on clarity. Or it could be somebody who helps you write a book, like my mentor, Angela Loria, and the Difference Press will help you write that book that solidifies your expertise and helps you get, different things that you want. Clients, speaking engagements, whatever it is. But hire somebody who knows how to do what you want to do and let them teach you and do what they say and follow through. But, if you have a business, I truly believe you need a mentor. You need somebody who's at a further along level than you are. I saw this post in a Facebook group that I liked the other day. Somebody said, no matter who you are when you're in first grade, like the third graders are always cool. Right? Because they're a little bit further ahead of you. They know a little bit more about what's going on. They can do a little bit more, a little bit more. Maybe they can reach the water fountain. And so a mentor doesn't have to be worlds ahead of you, but they need to be ahead of you so that they can help you shortcut by not making the same mistakes and by helping you stay true to your vision and your path. That, and along with believing in you enough that you can follow through with whatever your mentor says. And number 3 would be believing in your mentor that they can get you where you want to go quicker and easier than you can on your own. Those are the 3 things I would highly think about when you're thinking about hiring a mentor. And again, I just fully believe that if you have a business, you should have a mentor. I believe that more and more every day because of the impact it's had on my business, because I watch myself make decisions now, and I watch, I can look back now and see what I was doing before I had a mentor and what I've been doing since I have a mentor. And, what I'm doing since I have a mentor is moving into the 4 seasons. And she didn't do that for me, but she held the vision for me, and she helped me create the vision and held her belief that I could get there. And neither of us knew it included the 4 seasons at the time, but the business that I wanted, that's what we worked to create. And along with that came living at the 4 seasons, which is phenomenal and amazing and a wonderful experience. And I have a very successful business that continues to grow. So that's my little soapbox about hiring a mentor. I highly recommend it. It's so important. If you want help finding it, we can jump on a call and, evaluate who might be best for you in terms of a mentor. I know some, I don't know them all, but it's important, and it's important for your business, and your business will thank you very soon for hiring a mentor, because you're going to have that success that you're looking for even faster, quicker, and easier than you can do it on your own. So I just wanted to share that with you because that's on my heart. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have questions ever about this, or you want me to cover a specific topic, I would love to hear from you. Email me, Cassie@CassieParks.com, and I will put your show topic in the rotation, and I will be more than happy to talk about it because I love to share what I know. And I'm not the furthest along. I don't have, the biggest business yet, but I do have a business that definitely outpaced my corporate salary, and that is something that is so exciting to me. And I'm living at the Four Seasons, and my business is affording me that opportunity. And if I wouldn't have figured it out, if I wouldn't have hired and invested in a mentor, I wouldn't be here. So I am forever grateful for that and happy to share what I have learned along the way. So I just have one more thing for today, and that is our mantra. And the mantra for today is, I am supported. I am supported. And so that can just be a mantra that you start saying and practicing and see what doors that opens up in terms of hiring a mentor and being guided. I am supported. Write it down, put it on the mirror, post it somewhere, say it when it feels good. And I wish you the best. Much business success until I talk to you next week. Have a fabulous, wonderful rest of your week.
Thanks for joining us on the Happy Ever After show, where you don't need a genie lamp to get your wishes granted. Now that you're inspired and ready to take action, get yourself on the path to your happy ever after by scheduling a complimentary strategy session at createmyhappyeverafter.com.